1. Living world and classification of microbes. Biodiversity and need of classification. Last year we learned that all the living organisms on earth have adapted according to geography, reasons, food ingestion, defense, etc. Where adapting many different are observed in the organisms are some space too. According to 2011 since according 87 million species of living organisms are found in the earth, including land and sea. To study such a large number, it was essential to divide them into groups. So group and subgroup were created corresponding to similarities and difference among the living organisms. This process of dividing living organisms into groups and subgroups is called biological classification. In history, Carl Linnaeus in 1735 divided living world in two kingdoms, Vegetalia and Animalia. Haeckel in 1866 considered three kingdoms, Protista, plants and animals. In 1925, Chatton created two groups, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In 1938, Copeland divided living organisms into four kingdoms, Monera, Protista, plants and animals. For this classification, Whittaker considered following criteria. First, complexity of cell structure, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Second, complexity of organisms, unicellular or multicellular. Third, mode of nutrition, plants, photosynthetic, autotrophic. Fungi, saprophytic, absorbed from dead organisms. Animals, heterotrophic and injective. You can see living organisms diagram. We learn living organisms, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes unicellular, eukaryotes unicellular, multicellular. Unicellular kingdom 1 Monera, unicellular kingdom 2 Protista, multicellular kingdom 3 Fungi. Cell wall present but organisms can't perform photosynthetic. Kingdom 4 Plantia. Cell wall present and organisms can perform photosynthetic. Kingdom 5 Animalia. No cell wall. Kingdom 1 Monera. First, all the organisms are unicellular. Second, they may be autotrophic or heterotrophic. Third, those are prokaryotic cells without distinct nucleus or cell organelles. Kingdom 2 Protista. First, Protista are single-celled organisms with well-defined nucleus included in a nuclear membrane. Second, they have pseudopodia or hair-like cilia or whip-like flagella for locomotion. Third, autotrophic. Example, Euglena vulvax contain. Heterotrophic. Example, Amoeba paramecium. Kingdom 3 Fungi. First, these are non-green eukaryotic heterotrophic organisms. Second, most of them are saprophytic. They feed upon decaying organic matter. Third, their cell wall is made of through and complex sugar called chitin. Fourth, some fungi are thread-like and many nucleus are present in the cytoplasm. Fifth, example, Baker yeast, Aspergillium fungis or corn, Penicillium, mushroom. These many systems of classification are introduced after the Whitaker's in Five Kingdoms system is widely accepted. This figure is coccus. Second, coccus bacillus. Third, bacillus. Fourth, vibrio. And fourth, spirillum. This figure C. This figure is microorganisms. Microorganisms, prokaryotes and eukaryotics. Prokaryotics, bacteria. Eukaryotics, Protista, fungi, algae. You can see microorganisms. We see informations of microorganisms. 1. Bacteria. Independent organisms, sometimes many bacteria together from colonies. Second, bacterial cell is prokaryotic with cell wall, but distinct nucleus or cell organisms are absent. Third, they reproduce by simple DNA fission. Fourth, in favorable conditions, bacteria grow vigorously and can double their number in 20 minutes. Second, Protozoa. First, protozoans are found in soil, fresh water and sea water. Some are found in the body of other organisms and are pathogenic. Second, these are unicellular organisms with eukaryotic cell. Third, there is great variation in cell structure, organs of locomotion and modes of nutrition among protozoans. Fourth, these organisms reproduce by simple cell division. Example, amoeba, paramecium, free living in dirty water, entamoebal, dystonics, coccus, amoebas, plasmodium vivax, coccus, malaria, euglena autotrophic. Third, fungi. First, these are found on decaying organic matter and dead bodies of plants and animals. Second, these are eukaryotic organisms. Some are unicellular and others are visible with naked eyes. Third, saprophytic absorb their food from decaying organic matter. Fourth, they reproduce sexually and asexually by cell division or by building. Example, baker yeast, candida, mushroom. 4. Algae. First, they are acute. Second, eukaryotic unicellular autotrophic organisms. Third, photosynthesis is carried out with the help of chloroplasm present in the cell. Example, Chlorella, Chamaedomonas. Very few species of algae are unicellular. Most of them are multicellular and visible with naked eyes. Today, what we learn? Biodiversity and need of classification. In history, complexity of cell structure, complexity of organisms, mode of nutrition, lifestyle, photosynthetic relationship, living organisms diagram, Monera, Protista, Fungi, microorganisms diagram, bacteria information, protozoa, fungi and algae.